India Today's Nagarjuna Dwarkanath spoke to H.D. Kumaraswamy over controversy over foundation stone ceremony. Listen in.
So you have tweeted about how the Karnataka government and central government, which inaugurated the stone laying foundation in Shimoga for the RAF unit, have used only Hindi and English, and they have not used Kannada, and this is a disregard for Kannada language.
But yesterday's incident, how they neglected and they have taken a decision.
Yes, sir.
Only in English and Hindi.
Yeah.
That inaugural board.
Yes, sir.
There again, once again they proved that they are doing opportunistic politics.
Okay.
2 days back, Makar Sankranti time.
Yes, sir.
They tweeted in Tamil.
Yeah.
They tweeted in Tamil in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Why they tweeted in Tamil there?
Okay.
Not tweeted in English or Hindi.
Okay.
They tweeted in Tamil because to gain the support of Tamilians
Okay.
for the future election. They have to look after.
Yes.
Even state government also, they have, by supporting a central government function,
Yes.
by not using Kannada,
Yes, sir.
I think the Kannadigas felt very bad.
So you said Kannadigas have been betrayed by the government.
Yeah, betrayed. Kannadigas betrayed by the state government also, not only central government.
Okay.
The responsibility, the state government, they have to take that responsibility.
Okay.
Even taking that responsibility, they have not taken. They have neglected Kannadigas, and I think they betrayed the Kannada speaking people.
Sir, do you seek an apology from the CM for this to Kannadigas?
Yes, definitely he has to seek apology of Kannadigas, all 6.5 crores people.
Hindi is not the national language of India. It is one of the administrative languages, and Kannada needs to be given importance in Karnataka. Kannadiga youth are losing out jobs in banking sector, in railway sector and different sectors because the examinations are in Hindi and English, which our Kannadiga youth are not able to answer in. And this is not just an emotional issue for Kannadigas, it's also an issue that is impacting their livelihood.
Nagarjuna is now joining us live for the very latest. Nagarjuna, you were bringing us the facts as they are when it comes to rebellion against B.S. Yediyurappa from his own party members. Amit Shah, of course, downplaying it right there. BJP blaming the Congress party as well. What really is going on?
Well, since Jan 13th, when the cabinet expansion happened, there has been outright rebellion against the chief minister. Over a dozen MLAs have spoken out in public against the chief minister and how disappointed they are. But what has happened yesterday is when Amit Shah was in Bengaluru, he put out a statement that the next few years that will BJP government will be in power in Karnataka till 2023. They will continue in the tenure and also come back to power the next time in the assembly election. So somehow the other way, he has endorsed the leadership of B.S. Yediyurappa is what one can analyze through this, and also a message to the rebellion MLAs that you have to toe the party line. The party has put its weight behind Yediyurappa, so unfortunately for the MLAs, they have to toe the party line. But we'll have to wait and watch. Today is in Belgaum, and most leaders in Bombay, Karnataka are the ones who are disappointed. So maybe they will meet him, they will give him a representation. We have heard many MLAs telling India Today that they will write to Arun Singh and also Amit Shah and JP Nadda. We'll have to wait and watch if that will come into limelight today or not. But however, Amit Shah has definitely endorsed BJP and Yediyurappa as the Chief Minister here in Karnataka.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.